Well, it's Monday, which means I went to Sunday Salvage Sales yesterday. They moved locations to the new spot, which is like an inside warehousey little sort of garage spot. It's a little less convenient, but it's kind of cool because it's actually like in the same building as a bike farm, and they are doing the exact same hours as bike farms a little earlier, which is less convenient. It's like 11 to 2, and bike farms also open Sunday 11 to 2, so it's kind of cool. I got to go Sunday Salvage Sale. I did show up a little late. Probably missed all the good deals and all the cool kids, but still got some cool stuff. And then I got to go over to Bike Farm, and I went and looked at all their frames, trying to find a cool frame for some of these projects that I've been working on, like this little Lumatrek I don't want to put 700 by 23s on. So I was hoping I could find a real cool frame to transfer all that stuff over, and I found a couple decent candidates at Bike Farm, but yeah, they all only took really small wheels and tires. I'm looking for that high-end Japanese 27-inch wheeled bike. Those are the frames I love, and everything else is cool but just not practical. But I did get some stuff. I got a huge pile of stuff, even though it looks very small, and I got so much stuff, and they weigh it by the pound, and they moved their scale up on this really high table up on a ledge. It's really awkward. So I grabbed this shoe bag because it didn't weigh anything, and I loaded it full of all my stuff. So we got to check it out. I think I'm missing, oh, maybe it's in here. The first thing I found, which is kind of really cool, is some old Rivendell tires that are probably really old, like 10 or 15 years old. So probably a little dry and crusty, but they don't look all that dried out and crusty. I bet they're good for some more rides or some years, as long as they're not left out in the sun. The tread is like 99% on one and like 92% on the other. I didn't see any major flaws. I'll really have to give them a good look over and make sure there's no giant puncture wounds or serious problems with the sidewall. I'm going to look them over for a minute or two. But they were the same $2 a pound. These Rivendell tires are probably less than a pound each. I mean, maybe $4 in. They're the Nifty Swifty 650B by 32.8 millimeters or so. I thought they said 34s on them somewhere. They're made by Pan Racer. All the Pan Racer stampings and the nice sidewalls. That almost look like a flaw, but I think it's just starting to get a little dry and cracky. Yeah, this says 650 by 34B on it, so 33, 34, whatever. I got these. I want to show a cool picture of the logo. Oh, wait, there it is, hidden. Nifty Swifty. Focus, you jerk. I have Brian at Stoke Wheels build me some cool 650B wheels for my beater old 80s Terry project. I'm doing 8-speed scruffy derailleur on a scruffy old Terry frame. And he's doing an SP Dynamo front hub and my old scruffy derailleur 8-speed rear hub. And I got some 650B 38s. Like Pacente ones, cheap from a friend. I'm hoping they'll fit. I think they'll fit. They might fit. It'd be a summer bike, be no room for fenders or anything, which is silly with a dynamo bike because I'm over 40. I don't stay out past dark in the summer because it doesn't get dark till like 10, But if those won't fit, these 32s sure will. So that's even cooler. I'm pretty excited about these. So these are not for sale yet, unless I don't need them or something. And then I got the shoe bag. I stuffed it. I really dug. It was a lot of stuff they had last time. They didn't really put a lot of new stuff out. They're busy doing other stuff, so it might be a week or two to put a lot of new stuff out. But I did dig more, and I did find some more. So I found this used tire. I know, so exciting. Used tires. This looks brand new, never used. It's clearly a folding Pan Racer, all black. It's 700 by 28. It's a T-serve. I mean, the logo's a little dirty. Maybe it was used, but it has the nipples. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. So 728 folding T-serve. I got one of these last time I was there in perfect shape, in black, and 700 by 28. So I just got a really nice matching tire set. They charged me $5 for this tire. I think they charged me $5 for the last one, so $10 for a barely used. Super nice set. 700 by 28, which is you know, a little skinny, but sometimes you can make a 728 fit on a nice old road bike, and 28 is a reasonable size for a light, fast little road bike with not a lot of clearance. So I'm stoked. What else did I get? They have a ton of these. Like brand new old stock Electra chrome toe cages with little leather, little straps and hardware. You know, I might put these on my ridiculous single speed Peugeot. That'd be actually kind of really cool. And or maybe put them on eBay and see if not intended to be used by children under age 12. I guess 12-year-olds can't kick in. But maybe I'll put these on eBay and see if they sell. They had a bunch of these sets, and at $2 a pound, I could buy, 10 of them. They also had matching. They're in here somewhere. I'll find them. I found a pair of socks. All City Cycles extra large sock guy socks. I cannot believe someone wouldn't want to buy these new. That's just crazy to me. Or for $5 or something. But I'll take some blue All City cycling socks. I also found a cool hat, brand new Giro MTN DIV. I don't know, Mountain Divide. It's a mountain bike hat, brand new retro Giro trucker cap. I don't know. I could use a hat for riding bikes. Sometimes it's nice to have under your helmet so you can have the visor. Little bike hats are a little too hot, a little too nerdy. Trucker hats are actually kind of great for riding bikes in. I know it's weird. Oh, an empty bag that something fell out of. I found this in the bottom of a bin. It's a dirty 3/32 by 16 Surly track cog with matching weird lipped lock ring. But it's matching. Fixed cog and lock ring from Surly. That's really made good stuff. I could make my Peugeot double-sided single speed or fixed gear, so I could be a cool fixie kid again. This is a Tellus bolt-on, I believe, dropper post lever. I actually don't know if it works or how these work, or it's missing a spring or something. But honestly, it's got a really nice barrel adjuster. And I grabbed it just for that. Maybe I'll see if this is worth anything to anyone, if it's all complete, and sell it. If not, I'll take this barrel adjuster. I have a nice Tektro that has like a black, big modern barrel adjuster on it. And I have the matching ones missing the barrel adjuster, so I might steal it for the Tektro. Just try and make the brakes look a little bit more matchy. They don't have to be perfect because one's in the front, one's in the back. You can't really compare them. Okay. This is a weird shoe bag. It's got two little divider. I got one little weird bolt. I'm not sure what it's for. It looks a lot like a seat post binder, but it's too small, so maybe it's for some weird undersized bike. Maybe it's for something with quick releases. Maybe it's for something totally different, but I grabbed it just in case I ever need it. I found a few barrel adjusters in piles. I dug out. Oh, I got a couple of cool scores. So I was digging through the bottom of the tire bin and really digging down and found a black 105, like 10 or 11 speed, really dirty and crusty rear derailleur. Short cage. I'm trying to read your number. 5701. I don't see anything wrong with it. Pulleys are fine. Doesn't look bent. It's got all the hardware. It's just dirty and ended up in there an accident. This is the second great thing I found. I'll show you the other one too. So I'll clean this up and probably put it on eBay or save it for a black modern-y 1x build. If I get a little... You can get like those 9 and 10 speed SR black thummies. It'd be kind of cool with just that and a 10 speed cassette and one bike rank in the front for a city bike. Here's just like a brand new black bracket. I think it's one of the like a rack adapter, sort of like a C shape. So you can like bolt onto your weird bike and then comes out for like rack stays to bolt onto for bikes that don't have braze-ons. It's always fun. Here's a brand new set of wheels manufacturing front derailleur shims. This should go from 1.25" down to 1.125". So I think that's the 31.8 to 28.6. It's always good. Use the stupid modern-y stuff on nice vintage bikes. Couldn't help myself. It's like a brand new little 3-speed, which you will never touch them. Maybe I'll put it up for sale. Little clamp-on, cable guide for coming in and out of the hub for your cable to go to. so you can shift. Ah, here's the other thing I was looking for. They had a bunch of these two, brand new, in the bag, white leather toe straps with buttons from Electra to go with these toe cages. So that's cool. It's cheap, whatever, but $2 a pound, it doesn't cost me nothing. A single bar end light, so it replaces like a bar end plug on a road bike and a little red blinky light. I don't know, I couldn't help myself. Maybe I'll do something cool. Figure out some way to mount this into something else and mount it off a seat post, or mount it into a little piece of tubing or something and a little L bracket and bolt it onto a rear braze-on or something cool. I don't know, I'll play with it. What looks to be a brand new shift cable with like a cool dark gray coating-y thing. It's definitely used. But as long as it was a rear, it can be cut down and be reused as a front. Or if it was a really long bike, maybe it'll work on a small bike's rear. It was in a bag. Here's what I'm pretty sure are a couple of Thai M6 like Canty Boss bolts. Oh yeah, they light, they pretty. They in pretty good condition. I don't know, I'm collecting Thai bolts. I don't know why. See, I didn't even show you this. Found one more like track nut I grabbed. So I grabbed a couple bags of them last time. That worked out great. I had a bunch of track wheels someone donated me that are missing all the nuts. And now I got them. A little bag of restapled SRAM hardware. It's got some deuter in here. I have no idea what it is. But it's also got some nice long stainless M4 screws. See those? And those are great for bee tension. They look very much like, you can go pay $5 or $6 a piece for these from Wolf Tooth to really move your bee tension way out. This says RDX or GX Eagle BB bolt limit screw hex. So yeah, they're limit screws or bee tension screws. So that's cool. It's fun. I got some Wolf Tooth stuff I'm gonna play with. Might get some longer bee tensions. Got one nice metal Shimano BB cup. I'll have to clean it to see what size it says. It's probably English threaded. These cups are like $20 a piece. If you buy a BB, it comes with a plastic one. Plastic ones will always crack. You always over tighten them. You're not supposed to grease them. They're a brat to go in. They crack if you over tighten them. They'll creak and click every time you do it. You ride your bike. Some BBs come with this nice metal cup, or they sell it separately for like, yeah, 20 bucks. So if you're going to go buy a new seal cartridge BB square taper from a bike shop, don't just take the first one they hand you, open it, and be like, hey, will you look? Will you see if any of them have the good metal cup? I'd rather buy one with the metal cup. I've definitely gone to bike shops and asked them to let me dig and like open like 10 boxes till I found a metal cup one. And I'm like, yep, that's the one. I got some old Performance tire levers. I couldn't help myself. They're in my hand. They seem a little heavier duty than most of the shitty plastic ones. These will go in my bike's like spare tube kits, so I don't care if I break them or lose them. And I want something halfway decent on the road. Here's a whole bag of dirt. Let's keep going with more fun stuff. Single old like SR pedal dust cap. Pedals are always missing those. Good to have some weird dust caps around. So instead of throwing away some pedals, you can save some pedals. Here's something I found that I'm shocked was in there. It was at the very bottom of like the sock and hat and shirts bin, but it's a dirty, but it looks like nothing wrong, low miles, no chain wear, all the hardware intact. SRAM RED front road derailleur. Red is their most ridiculously expensive setup. This thing is worth dough. I mean, I don't know how much. It looks like it takes a regular cable. It's probably 9 or 10 speed. But people are ridiculous, and they love... That's so funny. On the back, they usually have some sort of information stamped that says, see tech specs. What a bunch of fucking pretentious assholes. I did find a couple of Click Fix mounts. So this mounts to your handlebar, and then, why is there a bunch of screws in it? Is it missing part of it? I don't know. Oh no, that's what holds these handlebar straps in, and then this weird cable goes up and over and down and pinches in, and it's definitely missing that pinch bolt. Oh well. But piece. Oh, and this one's cracked on this side. So maybe it's just for parts, been over tightened, or maybe it doesn't really matter. But people all the time are trying to sell bags for the Click Fix, which are expensive. And this one piece is like 35, 40 bucks new. And people no one ever has this piece. They take their bag off, they leave this on the bike when they sell it. So it's good to grab one. I've not bought a few bags recently because I didn't have that. I didn't want to go spend 35 bucks. So I got 2 of those. Here's another more new one. This one's got like big oversized 31/8, so this is great because I can switch it to these smaller clamps or use the big clamps. This one is all complete in good shape. You have this cable wraps like around your bars and under your stem to keep it from sliding. It sits on the cable so it can't slide forward. So a couple Click Fix brackets. It's a stainless rack stay that someone bent and mangled into a shape, and I don't know why, but I used to do this all the time and I just thought it was fun. Another nice vintage Shimano clamp-on braze-on derailleur adapter. So like you can get this any size to fit any size frame tube on a bike, and then bolt the braze-on front derailleur on. I'm getting like 10, 12 bucks for these on eBay. Like I sell every one I put up there. People need these. They're out there. Nice old vintage silver Shimano ones. So why not grab it? Oh, I got a bunch of big washers, so I can use this with my bottom bracket tools, so I can bolt the flat spanner wrench down to the bottom bracket on the old ones. So I can hammer on that tool. I needed some big washers. I did not want to go to the hardware store and pay like $3 a piece for them. So I knew at Sunday Salvage Sales I'd find a bunch eventually. And I did. This is a old Velo Orange handlebar water bottle mount. So this clamps on your handlebar. So this clamps onto your handlebars, and you can bolt the water bottle on it, or whatever you want. It's cool. I used to use them for weird stuff and projects and figure things out. I got one brake pad. I don't think I ever found the match. Got a black bar end plug. I got a pair of these. I got some V-brake noodles, so I don't really have any extras. Here's another noodle for like a front cable hanger. And they're always missing this noodle, and they're totally worthless without it, so that's great. The other matching bar end plug. This is like a weird noodle for something. Maybe it's kind of the same thing where it can go into a front cable hanger, and it's got a built-in... pretty frozen. There it goes. To lube that up. Built-in barrel adjuster. That's super cool. Another bag of 10 by 1 millimeter axle nuts. So that's, one totally dead one really good one, and 2 random pieces of junk I'm going to throw away, but it's worth it. Those nuts are like expensive, brand new. Here's another brand new bag. It's Dropout Savers, 2 per bag, 7 millimeters. I think this is, you drill out the old threads, and then you press fit this thing in, and it's M10 or something. I don't know. These are a thing on more modern e-bikes. People like them. They're a thing. They're brand new in the bag. I'll put them on eBay. Someone will pay me $5 or $10. Here's a whole bag of little V-brake replaceable brake pad pins. When you slide a new pad, you stick this little pin in so the pad doesn't fall out instead of using a little screw like on road ones. And, why not have a few extras of these? You lose them once in a while, you break them once in a while. It's funny. This is a 5/16 side terminal battery, so this is for car batteries. It's a little ratchet. I don't know why they have it at the bike shop, but I might need it for a car someday. I found one really cool dummy axle. Look at this weird machine thing with only threads on the very end. It's really light. And without knowing what it's for, it is still very useful to me because I ship a lot of forks off old bikes I buy that have dead frames or problems or stupid. People just want used forks for stuff. So I'll stick this with a quick release skewer into a fork so it won't get smashed in the mail. And I'm totally out of those. One little Cornwell 1/4-inch extension with an 8mm socket on it. Who doesn't need more tools? You always need more tools. Here's a weird Park MWF-3 It's got instructions in it. Metric flare wrench. It's probably for something special, but it's a 7 on one side and an 8 on the other with 2 big squares in it. It's brand new in the bag with instructions. I'll read them. Oh, maybe that's what this is. This might be, I mean, it really looks like a line wrench for going on the hydraulic line. So maybe this is for hydraulic brakes or something. Another weird angle V-brake, big washer. I did grab every barrel adjuster I came across because I'm always finding old cool stuff. Some missing old cool barrel adjusters. It's nice to be able to save a brake set that someone didn't save barrel adjusters for. Barrel adjuster, a single Diacomp 25.4 top tube cable clamp for old vintagey tracky style bikes. Pretty cool. A Brooks saddle wrench tool. I used to have a million of these. I don't have any now. I do have a couple of shitty old Brooks on some of my bikes right now that I'm trying to convince myself I don't hate because they look kind of cool. So that's good. I can tighten those old bad boys up. Here's a little disc brake kit. So it's like those ones I got the other day, but in black. And it's 2 big M6s and like 6 little black Torx headed rotor bolts. Hardware is always the coolest. If you don't have it, it really sucks. And a barrel adjuster. It's kind of gross. And a barrel adjuster bit. And a bolt-on wing nutty shifter bit. These are always cool to save for other things too, like especially for Rinko fenders. Like right in her style, you cut the fender in half, make a little bridge, and you put like a little press-in Rinko nut. And you can use this like a quick release sort of to tighten down your fender. Then you can unscrew it so you want to remove the back half of your back fender instead of the whole back fender. It's easier to pack up for shipping. A long, weird, double flat barrel adjuster piece for something wing nutty. One nice old Dior vintage style 80s cantilever bolt in good shape. These are often rusty and stuff. It's great to have an extra one. I do love those old Dior brakes. A couple of recessed brake nuts. It's always good to have extras of those. I have a few that are probably missing them. I want to steal them off shittier brakes to put on nicer brakes so I can sell them. Another modern Shimano barrel adjuster, plasticky dude. A couple of old cheap bike little mushroom top ferrule caps. It's always good to have a collection of those. I swear I got 2 of them, but I don't see it. So that's the end of this bag. I did grab up all of this junk. This is junk. There's a lot of speed play pedal parts and shims and things. And like I said, oh, there's even some speed play pedals in here. Oh, they don't even feel bad. I have gotten speed play pedals. I didn't realize these were worth money. I've gotten these in auctions and lots when I bought stuff, and then gotten insane money on the internet, like $70 for like a shitty bag of totally worn out stuff. So some of it's worth more than others. I have like a shitty bag of like titanium shims and stuff, and yeah, got money. This has a bunch of shims and spacers and hardwares and just speedway people are crazy. So you know, it probably cost me $2 and I'll put it on the internet and I might get $10, I might get $70. I don't know. What's this last bag we can go through? So this I barely looked at, but it appears to be a complete bag with a complete set of nice black Diacomp X1 Canties. I'm hoping it's complete, but if not, I think I have a set of these Diacomp Canties on that MB5 I bought last week at the Sunday Salvage Sales. All their hardware is really rusty, so maybe I can steal the hardware from these or swap these brakes on and steal some hardware from those. Maybe, and make a complete set if this is missing anything. This has like almost no wear on the Diacomp pads. Okay, we got 4 brakes. We got 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 of the little back. Okay, these little black plastic dust covers are all 4 of those. We have 2 plasticky covers that are spring-loaded. That's probably the right amount. We have 2 of the other side spring-loady dudes. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 springs. Oh, man. We have 4 bolts and 4 washers. And 1 spacer. I think these are totally complete. That would be magic. Diacomp X1 black brakes and like mint condition with original pads, like no wear. So these will clean up great, and that's awesome. I mean, sometimes you really luck out. I mean, do I care about these brakes? Are they anything super special? I don't know. They probably came on a bunch of mid or low level 90s bikes like that MV5, but a complete good set of candy brakes is a wonderful thing to have. I love when people keep all the hardware together and put things in a Ziploc and actually lock it. Who knows how many times it's got thrown around, bounced around, and how completely worthless it would be if it lost any of these small parts. Some more of the Speedplay junk. So yeah, pretty little store. Didn't buy any actual bikes except for the one I'm about to show off next, but that was off Craigslist and not from the salvage sales. Didn't have any interesting bikes or frames there this time. They had a lot of stuff. That one wheel I almost bought, but spoke tension was all wonky on it. But yeah, nice little scores, man. I'll get all this stuff put away and start getting some of these projects ready to sell and clean a couple frames and put them up. Overall, a couple headsets. Started this Peugeot. Started this Trek 520. Now we got this cool handlebars last time. So yeah, anyways, that is this week's Sunday Salvage Sale video, because I can't help myself. Maybe I'll just do a Sunday Salvage Sale video every Sunday, because it's great. And after Sunday Salvage Sale, I picked up this nice little Cannondale off of Craigslist. He wanted $150 for it. He hasn't ridden it in probably 15 or 20 years. It's been hanging in the garage. I'm like, yeah. I went there. I'm like, yeah, the tires are old. The shifters, you know, are totally frozen. So there's no guarantee those are coming back with service. I'll try and save them. I told him that. He really didn't want to go down the price, but I offered him one. He said, no way. I said, maybe 120. He said, 125. I'm like, you got change? All I got is 20. He's like, okay. So he had a bunch of other interest, I believe it, at 150. This thing's all Ultegra, you know, 9-speed, 6500. That's popular stuff. Someone was just asking me if I had an Ultegra triple front derailleur, which I don't. This one's a double. This bike's really nice. This paint really shines. It's almost like the color change paint. I'll get some shots of it in the sun too. He said he's never crashed it or laid it down. So it'd be kind of a shame. I really might try and tune it up and sell it. It's got, you know, like a Trek steel stem on it. It's got a Cannondale bar. The stem's probably 25.4. That bar is definitely at least 26.0. So, you know, it's got some home mechanicking. It's an ugly Specialized seat. It's got a big mountain cassette and a DuRLX, which is a pretty smart upgrade. Maybe I'll try and find a long cage Ultegra to make it more matchy. It's got these cool golden Deep V Mavic rims. It's pretty gorgeous. You can see this paint. I mean, the cameras never do paint justice. You can see this paint just kind of glimmering and gleaming in the sun. It's pretty cool. Tonga Advantage headset. I bought another Cannondale the other day just to try and save the headset and couldn't for $5. So this sort of makes up for that. But the bike is in too good a shape to part out. I think I'll try and sell it after fixing it up. New bar tape, correct bar and stem, you know, tune up, and see if I can save the shifter. If the shifter is unsavable, I will definitely just part this bike out because I don't want to spend $100 on some used shifters and all that nonsense and lose all my money on the bike. But God, those wheels are worth more than the asking price. They're gorgeous. Have no brake track wear whatsoever. Perfectly flat. Look at that fat, weird down tube. Look how he clearly just saved his water bottle off of it. Oh, I didn't even see what size the cranks are. 172.5. Oh, it's my favorite size for cranks. Weird but cool seat post. Weird carbon fiber fork. It's like original pads and holders and all the stuff. I mean, I got $45 for a set of kind of scruffy brakes the other day. I got $50 for a nice set. So even if I sell the brakes and the cranks and stuff, I'll still make my money back. Plus selling the wheels and all the stuff, I'll still double my money. It was worth picking up. When I put this one into storage, it might take me a while to get around to it, like everything else. Lol. Gotta finish the 5 projects I have at home and get them out of the way. Oh, I gotta show you this angle. I can get it to change purple to green. Color change. It is full color change paint. Super hot. It's like dark blackish green to sparkly purple. Back to green. So cool. So cool. What are you talking about? This is totally a reasonable amount of projects to have stashed in a friend's basement. Here's the brand new Cannondale. There's the little Diamondback Apex I have on eBay for lots of money that people keep not buying. Cannondale I got a couple months ago for $100. That has these hoods. I got new old stock hoods for $3 on eBay. The Trek that a zillion people keep making me offers on, and the guy in Eugene wants to buy, but won't drive up for it. The 0 Mile Schwinn Latour from '74, all original. This little 650C bike I got at Sunday Salvage Sale a while ago. It's a Trek. This blue Cannondale touring bike, sport touring. This little Mongoose I bought because it's in mint condition and they won $50 for it. The big giant Miata 215 I have on the flea bay. And what do you know, an extra set of rims and another set of rims. Oh, and a Bridgestone RB2 that I got a couple weeks ago and completely forgot was even here. That is ridiculous. That bike needs to come home and come apart and go on eBay. Whoa. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bikes. Some frames and wheels. Whoops. Oh, not out of control at all. I have better inventory than some bike shops. I'm not even joking. So thanks for watching.